Welcome back, people of the world. So, real quick, I get asked this all the time, or people like to comment all the time. They say little things to me like, well, nothing beats buy and hold on Bitcoin. If you just had a bought Bitcoin in 2010 and held it, you'd have made way more money than if you bought and sold Bitcoin over and over and over again. So, I thought, why not put this argument to the test? So what exactly is the argument? If you just buy and hold, you're going to make more money. Well, we know in the technical analysis world that that's not true, but I thought I would break it down step by step here, put it in spreadsheet form, show you every single number in comparison to every single number if you've done the opposite thing, which would be buy or sell or trade, whichever one it is, and show you step by step exactly how wrong that statement really is. So, China Matt did me an awesome this morning. He sent me, or actually middle of the night last night, he sent me a PineScript strategy tester for the 821 EMA weekly. So what did I do? I plugged it in. I put it in Bitcoin going all the way back to 2010, which is what you see behind me. Right here's the strategy tester. Here's the overview, right? Here's the editor to put it in there and what I got out of it, right? So forth and so on, so forth and so on. Doesn't matter, not the point. What you see on the screen is every single buy and sell that it's thrown up for the weekly 821 EMA. All right, that's it. Everything you see on the screen is telling me buy sell. Now, I started way down here. Obviously, there was no 21 EMA, so you never got a buy signal down here. I just used the same buy signal as the DCA signal, aka we started this day and off we go. Okay, that's all I did. Didn't cheat. Either way, you see that there are multiple buys and sales. It tells you to sell high and buy low, and it tells you to do the same thing: sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low. Over and over and over again, we get the same constant repetition. The really interesting thing is the numbers. All right, so let's jump over to the spreadsheet real quick, and I'll show you the numbers step by step. All right, sweet. Spreadsheet's behind me. So what you see is right here in blue, I labeled it BTC, dollar cost averaging, holding versus buy sell on the weekly chart. All right, example would be 2010 till the current time. $100 a month, right? That's actually if someone actually put $100 in a month, right? 144 months, $14,700 total. Well, it doesn't even really matter how many months. $14,700 total put into the system, $0 taken out on either side. Now, it's always my argument that you should take money out, but for this example, we're not going to do that because people constantly make this argument that if you just hold, you'll make more money. So let's dive into the numbers. Right off the bat, you see that we start making money pretty quickly, don't we? That $100 turns pretty rapidly into something else, As you see, if we filter all the way down here, you'll see from total, if you would have done nothing but buy and hold the entire time, you would have made $25,379,564 on your $14,000 over the last 12 years worth of money put in. All right. $14,700 added, 25 million plus made. Okay. That's the basic numbers. And the real kicker in here is the negative numbers. I want you to look closely because if you look, you'll see minus 66%. And that was right around October of 2011. Go back to the chart. You'll see that in October 2011, there definitely was a massive fall, right? A massive fall of 66%, right? See, that's on the chart. 66% of what you had. You had 60 million. That joint went down real quick to 20 million because you lost 66%. Now, on the inverse of that, if you look over here to the other side, which is where I'm at, I'll hide my camera here. You'll see right here, same numbers, same 60,000. I said 60 million. It's 60,000, not 60 million. But the difference is you only lose 37% as opposed to 66% on the DCA side. Why is that? Well, look at the chart. The chart told you to sell here, and you just kept on going down to here. Well, we got rid of it back here. We sold back here. We, in fact, understood, hey, you're going to lose, so you should probably sell this before it goes down more. You save percent this way. You save at least 30% this way. Furthermore, there are going to be trades in orange that you see here that are neutral, meaning if you were trading, you were not in the trade because you didn't have a buy or a sell signal. And that happens multiple times. In fact, some of it happens during the biggest losses. 49%, 17%. And if you look over here, 22%, 0%. This exponentially doubles the amount of money you have because you're not losing money like the dollar cost average strategy does. If you just put money in all the time, there's going to be long stretches, we know this, of bear markets where you don't make anything. You only lose. No matter how much money you put in, it loses and loses and loses. This can be seen on the chart. We've talked about this multiple times. Everything in here was a downtrend and lost money. Same situation here. Everything in here was a downtrend and lost money. No money should have been put in. This is what I argue constantly. Similar situation here. No money should have been put in. Similar situation to now. No money should be put in. There's going to be long stretches where no money should have been added. However, dollar cost average strategy, you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding, right? Exactly. So what I did was basic numbers, added it all up. The real wild stuff is the blue right here was a positive trade. And I kind of labeled the red trades as negative trades. And I didn't label all the positive trades, just want to kind of give one example of a positive trade. Yellow stuff is important. HODL DCA strategy on the left. On the right, weekly buy sell 821 EMA strategy. The difference in dollar amounts, the difference in percent. Now, once again, I'll tell you what, let's just move this camera over to this side now because this is going to be the important column over here now. Adjust that camera a little bit like that. There we go. So now everything on the right is the glaringly humongous difference. Let me turn the camera off for a moment. You'll see that at this point you had 60,000 and 60,000 dead even, 0% difference. Look closely here. You lose 66%, you lose 37%. All right. Interestingly enough, that goes from 60,000 to 20,000. And over here, you only go from 60,000 to 38,000. Now I have 85% more than you do. I made money and you've only waited. Essentially here, we were able to stop losing and you weren't. The holder wasn't. You weren't able to stop losing. We stopped losing. We took the money out and said, that's enough, no more. The numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger. 85% difference. Now, of course, you get back in your dollar cost average and the number comes back up to about a 40% difference. We're 40% ahead. Then a big drop of 32% comes in, which is right here behind my head. Once that big drop happens, now we're 91% up. That's damn near 100% or 2x of what you are if you just held. And that's all the way back in 2012. We have twice the money to invest in 2012. Did you get that? I'm going to beat you at this point really, really badly. Exponentially, in fact. So to skip ahead a bit, obviously we go 58%. We drop down a little bit, raise up, drop down a little bit. 152% more. Why? Well, at the same time I made that 152x, which is this line, we both went down. However, you refused to sell, so you lost 55%, and I only lost 33%. We can go back at the chart and look at that. That is March 12th of 12. Let's go back to that time. Way back here. March 12th. Let's pull up, make sure we got the right date. 4/14. I'm sorry, I put 12. It's 14. Right there. 4/14. That's why you go back and check this stuff before you make videos about it. 4/14. Yep, here you go. We sold. All right. And you didn't sell, so it kept falling. Big, big mess. And then when we were able to buy, we had more to buy with. And you had the same amount to buy with. You didn't have anything extra. All right. so forth and so on. 228, that's 2.5x. I even put it to the side here so you can see it. 3.15x, we're triple the amount of money now. 4.8, we're 4 times the amount of money, 400% farther ahead than you are. So if you've got $1 million, we've got $4 million. And in fact, if you look to the left, you'll see the actual numbers, which are staggering. Oh, sorry, I adjusted my camera a little bit and it keeps falling. Right about the January of 16 mark, you finally break $1 million. When you break $1 million by holding, okay, you're a millionaire now. Wow, you've hit that big number, that $1 million number, which is extremely psychological for a lot of people. I admit it. We're up to 4.4 million already. We're already ahead of you that far. You're at 1.2, we're at 4.4, right? You're so far behind that you're never, ever going to catch up at this point. Even if we just held with you, which we're not going to do, we're going to continue to trade the 821 EMA crosses weekly, which is very simple. 1 week, 1 time a week, 5 minutes, you look at the chart, decide whether it's a buy or sell, and you are done. In fact, we're setting up bots right now where you don't have to do that. You just set an alert on TradingView, click go, and it will buy for you automatically 100% of the time, or sell for you automatically 100% of the time. You don't even have to use it to buy. You can just use it to sell if you'd like. That part is totally up to you. Not the point. Keep looking down. You'll see that it gets extremely exponential. Again, we have more to trade with, so we win more. Now, obviously, these numbers are outrageous, but I can't deny the numbers. We can't deny the mathematics. 25,379,564. That's 25,379,564. Now, if you're not sure about that number, I'll show you here on the chart. If we go to the chart, let's put like 6 months so it all fits. And I got these vertical lines or halvening lines, so don't pay them any attention. All right, put the camera back on here. So from this point down here, right down here is when we started buying, okay, 2010. So from about here to all the way to the top, which is right now 22,277. 22,000, pretty close right there. Not perfect, but I'm pretty close. That number is percent-wise. Let's just start with $100 because that's how much we started with, right? Times, that is 219,289, 219,289, 87. That's how much percent you would be up. 21,928,987%. Right? Percent. That would put you at roughly 21 million. Now, that may not be the perfect measurement that I've got right there, but it's pretty close. So margin of error between 22 million that I've got right here and 25 million, that's roughly 4 or 5%. Whatever. The point is, I went through step by step and found this. Same thing for over here. Mathematically speaking, the numbers don't lie. 689,007,535. The difference between 25 million and 689 million is 26x, 26 times more money if you had have traded the weekly chart. That's it. And I'm not saying hardcore trade the weekly chart. I'm just saying simply using the 821 EMA strategy. If you're curious of the 821 EMA strategy, I'll link it in the video here. You can see the 821 EMA strategy and apply it to weekly only if you'd like. Also, have a description down here in the Discord. We constantly use the Discord to talk about this stuff all the time. Okay, if you didn't understand what I'm talking about, we can break it down every single day. We talk about how to trade. Down there's the launch pass also. And the crypto, if you want to pay for it in crypto, you can. All three will be linked down there, as well as the website. If you want to visit the website and get all the information on the website, you can do that as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know. Myself or all the admins will be happy to help you. I hope some eyes get opened up here about the numbers. 25 million to 689 million. I don't know why anyone would argue that, but there's your answer. Y'all have a good one. Peace.